Christian Wood was undoubtedly the best Rockets player on the roster last season and is on one of the best contracts in the NBA, clocking in $41 million for 3 years. So what's up? My name is Jae'sean, and today we're going to be talking about why Christian Wood is the Rockets' most tradable asset. But before that, really quick, if y'all liked the video, drop a like down below and press the sub button. It'd be really appreciated, and let's get to the video. So Christian Wood was absolutely fantastic last season and was honestly in talks of being, most improved because, before he went down with the injury, was absolutely amazing, dropping fantastic numbers, but obviously he went down with an ankle injury, and then the Rockets went on to lose 20 in a row. So Christian Wood was definitely in the talks of being in most improved, but, honestly, it was all about the injuries. But, Wood averaged 21 points per game, 10 boards, and 2 assists per game. Very great stats for Christian Wood because, it was his first season getting consistent minutes, consistent playing time, and he definitely took advantage of, all the minutes he was getting. So his shooting splits were also really amazing and very efficient. He shot 51% from the field and 38% from three, which is absolutely amazing for someone of his caliber. I mean, he's the stretch 5 playing the center at 6'10 and 214 pounds. Christian Wood, obviously his best feature in his game is his ability to stretch the floor and take contact without a problem. He's also he's a very good finisher around the rim. I mean, there was a lot of plays in the regular season where he'd post up and he'd put up some crazy shots. I mean, I think there was this one play where he was backing down Richaun Holmes and, he took all the contact and, he kind of distorted the shot to where, it kind of used his arm to distort the shot and it went in. So Christian Wood's best feature, to be honest, is his finishing ability because he's absolutely great at distorting his body to get the bucket that he needs. So honestly, if you need a bucket, he can get you one very quickly. I mean, he's honestly someone that can run the floor too as a big man, so he's really good at that too. Christian Wood also, he can knock down the 3-point. I mean, he shot 38% from 3, which is absolutely amazing. He is a stretch 5, so it makes it even better. He's able to stretch the floor, which is honestly probably the best feature a big man can have in this league because, look at Cat, look at Embiid, look at Jokic, they can stretch the floor and they're honestly they're really good players. I mean, same thing with Adebayo, but he can stretch the floor in terms of the 2-pointer. But obviously it's a Christian Wood video, and him being able to stretch the floor is an absolutely great feature in this game. So for any team, his versatility is super important because we're in an era where big men are starting to take more threes in their game. Look at Cat, where he was absolutely amazing from 3. Look at Embiid starting to take more threes too, and then Jokic obviously taking more threes. So we're in the era where big men are starting to develop 3-point shots, which honestly is fine because the better the big men get at stretching the floor, it's gonna help the offense run a little bit more smoothly because no one's gonna be clogging up the paint. So have them waiting in the corner or whatever, have them maybe take the ball at the 3-point line and just take it. Any way that they can get the 3-point shot down is honestly a huge W for any team because having that floor stretching ability is going to really help unclog the paint for when obviously the bigs need to post up or something like that. So overall, I mean, Christian Wood also, he's also one of the best pick and roll targets in the NBA, and by targets I mean obviously one of the best pick and roll finishers. I mean, honestly, him and KPJ and John Wall in the pick and roll this season was absolutely deadly. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of plays where KPJ and Christian Wood would run the pick and roll absolutely fantastic. So, honestly, having that pick and roll ability, probably one of the best features in this game too, alongside his floor stretching ability and his finishing ability. So the only downsides to Wood's game is that his body frame is super slim. I mean, by super slim, I mean really slim for someone that plays the center because he is 6'10 and 214 pounds. So he already is super undersized for the center position, let alone him not being able to play defense either, which is the second part of his game that isn't really all that great. His interior defense isn't all that great, and his small body frame allows him to get bullied in the paint easily, which leads to him not having some good interior defense. So him being able to put on some muscle in the offseason, get some Giannis type muscle mass, but not really in terms of having that much muscle growth in one season. But if it can at least get some muscle mass in the offseason, I'd be fine with it. Just to not get bullied in the paint anymore, because there was a lot of plays in the regular season where he just get bullied in the paint. So definitely just to work on his interior defense. Honestly, but overall, his game was absolutely amazing this season. Someone that came out of Detroit, someone that was signed to basically I want to say a non-guaranteed contract at the beginning of the season, and then obviously went off at the end. But for the most part, Christian Wood, he's absolutely amazing. He's honestly our best trade piece right now, with his value being super high. So to get Christian Wood, I mean, teams would definitely have to give up a young star and some first round picks for Christian Wood, because that's honestly what I think he's worth. He is 25 years old too, which means he has a ton of upside still. He isn't even in his prime yet. No, we haven't seen Christian Wood be the peak yet. I mean, honestly, like Christian Wood, he still has a ton of potential, which is honestly absolutely amazing. The thing about Wood that, kind of disturbs me a little bit is that, is he able to be the best scorer on a championship team? Probably not, because there's also like a lot of good players on the Rockets. I mean, look at KPJ in that KPJ 50-point game. Christian Wood, he wasn't the best player in that game. So, but honestly, he was the best player in the season for the Rockets. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Christian Wood is probably the best player for us. He's that guy for us. But I don't think he's gonna be the best player on a championship contending team. It's just a sad reality. I mean, like Christian Wood, he can't score. He can score like pretty high numbers. It hasn't happened yet. I mean, his career high is 31. I think it was the first game, the season opener against the Blazers this season, where Christian Wood dropped 31 and 12. And, that's his career high in terms of, points. But, Christian Wood, I don't think he's going to be that guy in terms of being the best scorer / player on a championship contending team. Maybe the second or third best player, but for the most part, he is only going to be the second or third best player on the championship contending team. So Christian Wood, I definitely think the Rockets have a really good, really tradable asset in their hands, especially on his last year of his deal, which is going to be really amazing to see, like, A, if he signs a contract extension, or B, if we decide to move him, or C, we just let him walk. So hopefully we don't let him walk, but hopefully we decide to do like a sign and trade maybe, or maybe we just keep him, because honestly I want to see Wood here for the future, because he honestly saved this franchise, obviously signing a 3-year $41 million deal last season. And honestly, he definitely saved the franchise, the Rockets, because when James Harden left, there wasn't really much of a future for this team. But Christian Wood, definitely a promising young player, and honestly, it's probably the cornerstone of our franchise in terms of hopefully getting us to the championship contending team that we can be in the future. So in the video, guys, drop in the press subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.